There is a beauty that comes that only comes when you know exactly who you are. You're glorious. When you know the power of your own divinity. To be fully human and fully divine. I am divine. Every single thing about you is beautiful. Every single thing about you is beautiful. I am divine. I am divine. Every single thing. I am fully human. Every single thing. I am every single thing. I am brilliant. Every single thing. I am gorgeous. It is so every single thing. You are glorious. Every single thing. You are beauty. Every single thing. You are light. Every single thing. You are every single thing. You are magic. About you is beauty. Every single thing about you is every single thing. Every single thing about you is glorious. Every single thing your breath is your every single thing. It is the clearest, most distinctive reminder that you are a spirit in human form. It is the core that reminds you of you is beauty. You are source. So now, let's take a breath. Breathe in. You are glorious. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Breathe in. You are wisdom. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath is your power tool. Every single thing about you is beautiful. It is your righteous alignment. Every single thing technician. Every single thing about you. It reminds you that you are spirit. Every single thing about you is righteous. It reminds you that you are spirit in right alignment with yourself. It reminds you that you are eternal. Breathe. It reminds you, it reminds you, it reminds you, it reminds you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. There is a beauty that comes that only comes when you know exactly who you are. You're glorious. When you know the power of your own divinity. To be fully human and fully divine. I am divine. Every single thing about you is beautiful.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Every single thing about you is
A different show today, a different show. Make sure y'all pre-order Miss Jones' new book. It's called
every single
The OB God, Unlocking the Doors of Your Divinity by Kecia L. Jones. Go to the website, that's Kingsimonthenumerovator.com. Pre-order the book right now. This is it right here. Get the book. Connect with Kecia L. Jones. I need everybody to share this broadcast, so we're going to have a good time today. This is the topic. Man plans, God laughs. Mad reveal. can actually scan this QR code and be a friend of mine on IG. You can scan this code and be my friend on TikTok.
So now, let's take a breath. Breathe in. You are glorious. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Breathe in.
Music can be found on this website right here. Once you purchase the book, Oh Be God by Kesia L. Jones, you'll receive the whole album, I believe. That's what it is. Right there, kingsimonthenumerovator.com. That's kingsimonthenumerovator.com. Today's subject is going to be this, family. I decided to start early. Today is December the 11th. I was going to do it at 11:11, but everybody's doing 11:11. I said, you know what? Let me come on in my 10 o'clock hour.
It reminds you that you are eternally. Breathe.
Please like, subscribe, share. King Simon presents only quality people, and also we're broadcasting on numbers. Are simple on YouTube. Yeah. It's all right to love yourself, family. It's all right to love yourself, and this is what it's all about. I'm going to run down a few commercials real quick because it is one of those shows. But I want to remind everybody, of course, let me put a rhythm under that. Where's my rhythm? There's my rhythm right there. Just want to remind everybody that Denise Renee Muhammad has been rescheduled for December the 18th. Different scents, smells, and aroma can raise or lower your vibration. We have Denise Renee Muhammad coming in, aromatherapist, author, wellness coach, and credit consultant. She'll be here with me on Sunday, December the 18th, so make sure y'all lock in and tune into that. Oh yeah, it's going to be a wonderful time. And once again, I want to remind everybody to please like, subscribe, and share. King Simon presents only quality people because that's what I do. Present only quality people. You won't catch me with the drama. I don't do that. And I respect all those that like that side of the world, but I'm not the drama person. Also, don't forget, please make sure you get Joshua Selden's new book, I Am. Supercharge your imagination with affirmation that will open the eye in your mind to infinite possibilities. Make sure you go to the website and support the brother because he's one of my advertisers right here. If you can't see the website on the flyer, there it is. That's his IG page. That's his TikTok by author Joshua Selden. And tell him that King Simon sent you if you want to hit him up on TikTok because it's all about showing love, spreading love, and understanding the spiritual business that we got to take care of in this realm. Also, of course, enough honor to my brother, Lloyd Strayhorn, world-renowned astronumerologist. Sign up for his Udemy course. Enroll by going through lloyd-strayhorn.com. That's lloyd-strayhorn.com. And if you want to set up a session with him, all you have to do is text, or matter of fact, call him at 800-581-4401. That's 800-581-4401. And this is a promotion that I am excited about this promotion because I remember stepping to a friend of mine about doing a one-woman play about Miss Cleo because Miss Cleo is really the real deal. It's just that when you have a business that becomes overwhelming and you're using other people to do your services instead of people coming to the genuine person, sometimes it can get very, crazy and overwhelming to the person. But Miss Cleo, this is going to be coming out on HBO Max. Call me. Miss Cleo is going to be streaming on December the 15th. How ironic, because this story about Miss Cleo, this biopic or this documentary about Miss Cleo, is coming out on December 15th, which happens to be the birthday of Sophia Stewart, the mother of the Matrix. So this is going to be a very interesting alignment. And because our dear Miss Cleo was born August the 12th, 1962, when I did the numerology on her, I realized that she is born under the master number life path of intuition. So she was the real deal according to her numbers, and numbers don't lie. It's just that she was overwhelmed by too much coming in, and then everybody started hating. She had a lot of haters around her, so enough respect to her. And remember, people born on the 12th, the 3rd of any month, they usually get caught up in scandals and recklessness, and there's probably a lot of other reckless dealings that happen behind the scene. But, you know, Miss Cleo was the real deal. I want to make sure people know and understand that, respect to her. And she was a tarot card reader. So tarot is not that hard to learn if you're dedicated. And she was very dedicated to her tarot. Big up to her. And I think she passed on due to cancer, as I've been reading. So I can't wait till this come out. I can't wait to see this. Me and brother Rich texted me and said, I can't wait to see this, because she was the one that she was the one that catapulted a lot of the stuff in our community to remind us of who we are and what we can use. That was our older system. Coming out. I can't wait. That's going to be good. Also, big up to Mystic Ivy _333. Book a session today and be guided. There are many ways to our best self. So make sure you DM and to book a session at Mystic Ivy _333. That's Mystic Ivy _333, and tell her that King Simon sent you. You know, and show her that you respect the program, and doing what we got to do to make things happen. You know. And again, make sure you support and connect with Kecia L. Jones, the starting music that I played. She has a new book that's about to come out. So pre-order her book and get the free music from Kecia L. Jones, free motivational music. And the book is called Go Be God, Unlocking the Doors to Your Divinity by Kecia L. Jones. I call the L Love Jones. It's the Love Jones. You know what I'm saying? I call it the Love Jones. So big up to Kecia wherever she's at. I think she lives in Nashville. Yes, she does live in Nashville. And I'm going to send some love to her and some respect. I already bought her book. I already pre-ordered the book. So I'm happy that I'm able to support our people, because it's always about circulating and not spending. Because when you circulate money, family, when you circulate money, it comes back to you. That's what I like about circulation. Also, if you want to join this meditation circle for men and women, make sure you text Dr. Khair Il at 518-768-7669 for women, and 770-861-9906 for men. And if you want to join Baba Ashra Kwesi, please call him and leave a message if you don't get him right away at 214. That's right, at 214-371-0206. That's Baba Ashra Kwesi's family. That's 214-371-0206. And tell him King Simon sent you, because it's a great 15-day trip. And you can book a trip with the Kwesi family, who's been doing it for 40 years. So enough respect to the Kwesi family. Also, don't forget, want to remind everybody that on Saturday, February 11th, it's me and this beautiful lady, Dr. Shakira Moore, is going to be doing inner alignment through your eyes and your numero. Get your tickets right now at Linktree / we got the early bird tickets right now at $44. It's going up to $99, but it's going to be $44 from now all the way till December 22nd. If you want to be a part of this exciting iridology and numerovation workshop online, all you have to do is get your tickets right now. Stop playing. We're going to have a good time. That's right. King Simon teaches numerovation. It's an ascended master class. That's right. That's what I call it. Not this master class. It's the ascended master class. If you want to contact Brother King Simon, go to Linktr.ee/King Simon the Numerovator. And don't forget, Dr. Shakira Moore teaches iridology. Eyes are the windows to your health. Contact Dr. Shakira F. Moore at Linktree/Holistica Healing. Make sure you support that. And don't forget, in 2023, that's right, the year of the number 7, we're going to be doing the many moves of numerovation and numerologics course. I'm going to pre-record this course because I can't take the disturbance. I got to be focused. But keep on tapped into Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. I'll definitely put that link up when that comes down. And don't forget, in 2023, we got Professor James Smalls coming in the building. We're going to bring him right to the Mountain of Stone. Not on top of the mountain, but one of the venues in Stone Mountain Village. We're going to be doing it over there. 347-496-1022 for the early bird tickets, or look out on my Linktree. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. If you want to write your book, please bring your writing dreams to life. Make sure you contact this editor right now. Call her at 914-361-9467. That's 914-361-9467, and tell her that King Simon sent you. She's been very helpful with me over the years, so enough respect to Susie's script. And also Joshua Sarah, a good friend of mine, also. Hit him up at joshuasarah.com. He's another good editor. Matter of fact, he did the graphics for my books, a few of these books. This one in the Numerovation and King Simon's No Promotion, Bad Promotion. Joshua Sarah did the graphics for that. And, of course, some of the editing. But if you want to take my course, go to udemy.com. That's udemy.com, and put the word numerovation in, and you'll find my brief introductory course right there. And if you want the full, raw, uncut version of my course on another level, 8 hours raw, uncut, limited rate is $333. But on my birthday, it's going up to $444, and that's where it's going to stay. So if you want that 8-hour raw, uncut course, text the word course to 347-496-1022. Make sure you get my books. All of them are available through my Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. Remember, yesterday's numerology is not today's numerovation as we continue into the future. That's right. And if you want to book a session with me, I still have some room in December before I go into January. Here it is, 347-496-1022. Text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022 if you want to book a session with me for this month before we all close out. Before I start this program, let me run these disclaimers real quick. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. So remember, our job as studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, and motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be their very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. We must remember that. Hey, this is King Simon, the International Numerovator. Remember, get all my books on Amazon or go to Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. And remember, don't forget to book my sessions at 347-496-1022. Book now.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovator for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now.
Some people think that this esoteric knowledge is for the rich and powerful, when in actuality, the so-called 85% has a spark in them that if it is sparked through numerology, astrology, motivation, whatever, it will raise them up from an 85%, maybe to a 10%, and eventually they become the 5%. Poor or prosperous righteous teachers. You gotta understand that this knowledge is not just for one class of people. We gotta get out of the class.
That's right, family. How you feeling today? Let me bring myself up because, I'm going to be up this day. This is what we're doing. Just want to remind people that, of course, today's topic is going to be Man Plans, God Laughs, Math Reveals. I decided to start a little earlier because everybody's doing 11:11 today, so I came on around 10-something, 10:10, 10:12, came on around that time. How you feeling, family? I hope I won't be having the applause with me, but it is what it is, but we're going to have a good time, and I hope you're doing well, and please, by all means, what's up? Of course, today is a Sunday, and according to the colors of the day with the major archangels, today is the day of Jophiel. Jophiel, Archangel Jophiel, represents the rays of yellow. And of course, today's day represents the virtue of wisdom. So make it a wise wisdom type day as we are in the day of the sun day. That's what we call it, all right? And it's the day of wisdom. So it's good. It's good to do that. It's good to understand. And if you don't understand that, let me show it to you. If you need me to show it to you, I can show it to you real quick. Hold on. Let me run down a few of the days. Let's run down a few of the days of the week. I know I put it on my IG already. So if you didn't get to see it on my IG, there it is. All right. So Sunday, of course, represents the Archangel Jophiel, which the virtue is wisdom. Monday is the Archangel Chamuel, which is love. And then Tuesday, the Archangel Michael is the virtue of will. And then Wednesday is the angel Raphael, which is healing. And then angel Uriel is Thursday, which is peace. And Friday is angel Gabriel, which is the angel of purity or the virtue of purity. And the angel Zodkiel, which is the angel of freedom, or that is the virtue of freedom. So, hey, if you get a chance, go to my Instagram. You can go to my Instagram at King Simon Productions. That's King Simon Productions. And here it is. If you want to scan this code right now, you can scan the code right now and join me on Instagram. Scan this code right now and join me on Instagram. And please, by all means, let's build up my TikTok. Let's build up the TikTok so I can broadcast live from there. That's my TikTok. So you can scan this code right now and join me on TikTok also. Yeah, baby. How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling this morning? Let me put something upside there too. Let me remind people on how to get your tickets right now. Get your early bird tickets for this particular event, because we ain't playing with you. We ain't playing with you. Get your early bird tickets for this event right now. Oh, yes. If you want to learn iridology and numerovation, you're going to find a blend. It's going to be very exciting, full. We're going to do a PowerPoint. She's going to do a PowerPoint. I'm going to do a PowerPoint lesson. And it's called Inner Alignment Through Your Eyes and Your Numeral. And there's a reason why I'm calling it more. I'm speaking on the word numeral and not just numbers anymore. And remember, Inner Alignment Through Your Eyes and Numeral is going to be beautiful because Dr. Shakira Moore, she's a graduate from Trinity School of Natural Health in June of 2018. She has also received her board certification from the American Association of Drugless Practitioners in September of 2020. And she holds another certification from the International Circle of Masters Naturopathic Institute on November the 20th. So she's going to be dropping her knowledge. Make sure you go to her Linktree. That's Linktree/Holistica Healing. And of course, Brother King Simon is an author and a numerovational teacher, counselor, and consultant. He is the founder of Numerovation and is known as the International Minister of Numerovation. He has also studied and worked with renowned astro numerologist Lloyd Strayhorn, author of Numbers and You. And you can connect with King Simon at Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. Remember, your early bird tickets right now is $44. The next set of tickets is going to be $66, and the last ticket is going to be $99 as you get closer. So right now it is only $44 all the way until December 22nd, and then from December 22nd it's going to be all the way to January the 11th. It's going to be $66, and then from January 11th all the way till February the 11th is going to be $99. So it behooves you to get your early bird tickets. Get your early bird tickets. Stop playing. We're going to go in. We're going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy life and show you how to make. That's why I give y'all early bird tickets. I don't just put one price. I got a tier system. So if you don't feel like getting on the tier system where you can get this event for a cheaper price, it's up to you. I'm just trying to give you a humble reminder. And again, make sure you go to my Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. And it's very easy, family. Let me show you how easy it is to go to my Linktree. You can go to my Linktree on IG. That's right. You can go to my Linktree on IG. This is very simple. Here we go. We're going to show you how you do it. Bang. Look at that. And on the first link right there on my Linktree is the Inner Alignment Workshop. You can click on that and get your $44 tickets right away. After that, you can also click on this. This goes to my Facebook page, but you can call. That's my number right there. And if you're from out of town, use WhatsApp. Of course, we got the Numerovational Introductory course on Udemy. You could go straight to that and go to the introductory course. It's not the full course. The full course, you have to text me. And of course, my Cash App there, PayPal is there. Donate to the Ministry of Numerovation. My Twitter is there. My, of course, King Simon Presents YouTube. Numbers Are Simple channel. Also, my books are there. No Promotion is Bad Promotion. Numbers Are Simple. Children's Health is Important. Numbers Are Simple. People Are Complicated. And Numerovation for Mental Stability is right there. And don't forget King Simon's blog and info website on WordPress. And this is my information website called Numbers Are Simple. All right? Just want to make sure y'all go through it easily. And I might you know what, I'm going to have people, if you want to come on the link and talk to me about what I'm going to discuss briefly, we can do that because, of course, like I said, the theme of this particular show today, let me see, the theme of this particular show is Man Plans, God Laughs, Math Reveals. And because math is one of the languages of the Creator, every scientist in history have proven it without shadow, proven about this thing called math, or what Joshua Sarah, my dear brother, who's a mathematician, or mathematician, he says is the word math comes from ma'at. Don't doubt it because we know how they play with languages. Don't doubt it because we know how they play with languages. And then we got to pay close attention to the language that they're putting out there about certain things in this realm. Because remember, spelling is what it is. The root word of spelling is the spell. So I decided to do this because it's very important that although you're planning, although man plans, and sometimes your plan don't goes as according to what you want it to go as, and that's why people say man plan, God laugh. Now let me ask my computer here who came up with that term. Uh, who came up with the term man plans, God laughs? Let's find out who came up with the terms. Let me see. They said, who said man plan, God laugh? It was a guy, quote by Michael Chabon. Michael Chabon is the one who came up with this saying. Okay, so we got to start where this came up from, and it actually comes from a old language, a Yiddish language. It's actually from a Yiddish language that said man plan. I don't know how to say the Yiddish word for it, but it said man plan, God laughs. Very interesting. So it's all about, and what they say about this before. I mean, what they say in as far as what it says, man plan, God laugh. Despite our most carefully planning, the road of life is unpredictable. We might have driving and destination strategies, but scenic new let me cut that off. New vistas might beacon us for unseen roadblock can deter us. The best laid plans in life can be unpinned by unexpected changes, which could be either disappointing or exhilarating. Personal or other setbacks, losses, and loved ones, illness or accident, broken hearts, or tortured souls are not uncommon occurrences in our life. On the other hand, faith can provide unanticipated good fortune or heartening experiences. So this in the book, this is from Psychology Today. It was written, an article that was written on February 26, 2016. And it's written by a guy named Saul Levine, MD. That's Saul Levine, Our Emotional Footprint. Let me see if I can send that to and put the link up inside of this chat right now so you can read the whole article. So again, today's subject is man plans, God laugh. Math reveal. Why does King Simon says math reveal? Now, Bruce Lee used to say, expect the unexpected. It's connected to man playing, God laughs, math reveals, because when you learn to expect the unexpected, both positive and negative, you don't get thrown off in a certain way. You learn how to adapt. That's why it's important. That's why even in the names of people, the majority of numbers that shows up in people's name is usually the number 5. And 5 in numerology is known as the adaptable and the versatile number. And it's also known as an expansion number. So it's you gotta take the time out and ask yourself, do you expect the unexpected in life? When life roads may be obstructive in any way, might be destructive, might be constructive, have you learned to expect the unexpected in life? Because reading or studying or reading a lot of Bruce Lee's material when I was younger, I said to myself, wow, Bruce was very profound, and especially a person that's born under that number that he's born under. Enough respect to him. He's born November. His birthday just passed, as a matter of fact. He's born November 27th. And he was born in the quote unquote Chinese year of the dragon. So it's a powerful thing to understand the numbers of people, because it helps to give clarity to certain things and helps to show you the way, especially when it comes to the numbers. Because why I say, man plan, God laughs, but math reveal, because systems like numerology or numerovation, what I call it, double numerovation, is not here to subject you. It gives you the duality of the two. It gives you the positive, the negative, the ups and downs. So it's at the end of the day, it's up to you to choose the road. So in the cycles of numbers, we learn we learn that these cycles can have a duality to it. Oh, and I preference this even when I do sessions for people. Let me put this quote up inside there. I preference this when I put circles at people, because what is so, hey, Benita, how you doing? This is this is the quote. This is the link to what I just said about man plans, the psychological link in Psychology Today about man plans, God laughs. So y'all can read the full article when you get a chance, but it's in Psychology Today. So they have taken, they have peer reviewed it through psychology, and those that are into psychology, you should study this because psychology is all dealing with matters of the mind. So you got to show that respect. Okay, so make sure y'all read the full article because it's a very interesting article. And I have various articles that I want to show today, especially in dealing with cycles. Man has a cycle, hormonal cycle. Women have hormonal cycles. The sun has a cycle. The moon has a cycle. And sometimes we have to learn how to plan and understand that sometimes if you are not in the right cycle, that it might not go that way, but you got to learn, take on what Bruce Lee said, expect the unexpected, both positive and negative. And it's all right. That's what the preparedness community is all about. When you're dealing with disaster preparedness, all of us prepare for disasters in the disaster community. We're not reactionaries. Because if you understand that man plans, God laughs, and math reveals, the math reveals the two sides of the story. That's why it won't really throw me off when somebody either transitions or when somebody is go through sickness or when I go through a sickness, because I start to consult the math or the ma'at, the ma'at, like Joshua Sarah would say, with the two A's in between the TH, the T and the M. And although, and why I'm sharing this with you is because all of us have plans, and some things happen to us along the way that stop us. Some with sisters, it might be pregnancy. With brothers, a woman might be getting pregnant, might have gotten pregnant and had to change his whole, his whole demeanor, his whole plan on how he's going to move because, like my father back in the day, when they knew I was about to be born, he opened up, he needed to make extra money. He couldn't just be a paramedic. He had to plan, and he went with one of the things that he loved to do, which was music. So he opened up a nightclub in the house, the basement of our house in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, and was making a lot of money, but he got a little reckless with it. But I'm not going to go there. That's going to be in my autobiography. So understanding that you are the God, and once you recognize the math that is connected to you and the astrology. Let me not take that away. You got to understand the astrology of it also. Once you understand the math and the astrology of it, that sometime God came through you and placed you in a realm that deals with cycles. So you as God have to pay attention to the realm cycle in order for you to plan accordingly. And don't ask me to say that again. I just downloaded real quick. Say it again for the people in the back. That just downloaded real quick. Jeez. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because we know that we're in a body that confines the very existence of who we are, the energy of who we are. We know this. All of us know this. None of us are plugged in every night. It's not like we're a lamppost or a computer or, or a salt lamp that has to be plugged in and turned on. But we are created under the divine plan of the Almighty essence or creator, whatever you call it, or God. But you got to recognize that if it says that ye are gods, children of the Most High, which could be the all within all, we also are laughing at ourselves, or should be able to laugh at ourselves when our plans go wrong because we probably didn't check out all of the dynamics of this plan. And that's why it failed, or it took you back a step. And sometimes those lessons are blessings so you can move another way. Like Les Brown would say, you'll fail your way to the top because you're going to go through failure. We've gone through failure. You've gone through failed relationships, failed jobs, failed business. I've gone through failed promotions, failed productions. I've went through that where I never made that much money back. I remember me and myself and the owner of SOBs were co-producers and promoters of the Burning Spear show. Now, Burning Spear at that time was costing $16,000 to $20,000 back in those days, and we planned this great thing at the Roxy Club, which is also a skating ring in New York back in the day, but Roxy nightclub. And we expected big turnout, all of that. And boom, we lost money. We still had to go and pay Burning Spear, but we lost the money that we made promotion because, of course, again, man planned, God laughs, math reveal. So the numbers didn't come out. The math did not come out from it. And we didn't strategically recognize what else was going on around at that time that made such a prominent artist in the reggae field lose. And so we lost sight of the promotion and didn't look at the other promoters and why we could have took advantage of, use our planning and take advantage of it. We could have used our planning and take advantage of it because other promoters was promoting other ways. But I think at that time, I can't even remember that Burning Spear, that was the only date available for Burning Spear. And the owner of SOBs didn't want to lose that date and push it to another date. So again, that lesson was needed because there's a picture of us inside my book, Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. There's a picture of me and Larry Gold and the owner of SOBs during the Burning Spear event, and we do not look happy in this picture. I tell you. Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2. If you can hear me, put the number 1 in the chat, please. If you can hear me, put the number 1 in the chat. I want to show y'all a picture real quick. Okay, here it is. If you can hear me, put the number 1 in the chat. If you can hear me, put the 1 in the chat because my mic had cut off. Okay, check this out. This is the picture of me and the owner of SOBs. I don't know if you can see that. That's in my book. That picture right there. If I'm able to pan up, me and him did not look too happy. It says me and Larry Gold, owner of SOBs, at the Roxy after Burning Spear concert. You can tell by the look on our face that we lost money. The above picture was taken by Roland Hyde, who caught us off guard. That was the picture that was taken. Just to show you, I got receipts of my own shenanigans, my own loss in my books. I purposely did that because I wanted to show people, and this is the teaching moment. Man plans, God laughs, math revealed. And then at the end of the day, me and Larry both laughed at the event. It's a Jewish guy who owned SOBs, who still owns SOBs in his family. And, you know, at the end of the day, you can be out there planning. But something, and I wrote about it in my book, No Promotion is Bad Promotion. I got it in the glossary about the acts of God or the acts of man that can stunt your whole plan. And the acts of God is usually a storm, a weather storm, a massive storm, a snowstorm, or whatever. Earthquake can happen that can throw off your whole plan. That's why when man plans, God laughs, math reveals, because the cycles of the numbers or the numerals are always revealing the good and the bad, or the positive and the negative, or the high and low. That's why it's important that we study these different modalities and apply it to yourself. And regardless, anything can happen. Some fool from another country can drop a nuke somewhere around that's going to obstruct the whole world. But do we stop planning? As long as it hasn't destroyed us, or we just have to learn how to be adaptable. And like I said earlier, because 5 in the study of numbers is the most predominant number that shows up most in everybody's chart. Majority of the chart is either 5 or 3. That's very heavily, but it's definitely 5 is the first one, according to the study in the patterns of numbers. 5 is still that number of adaptability. So mathematically, each and every one of us has been given a mathematical frequency of adaptability and versatility in our very names, sometimes in our very birthdays. But I'm looking at the names because in the name, it gives you the expression, the soul urge, the outer you, the inner you. It gives you the gifts, talents, and skills that you have. So if you have a lot of 5s in your chart, then that is the number of adaptability. So all of us, if that's the most dominant number in all of our charts, then we need to always be able to tap into it in case of emergency. So man plans, God laughs, math reveals. So it reveals to me that we need to always stay alert. And like Bruce Lee says, like the quote I said about Bruce Lee earlier, you know, in regards to always being on your P's and Q's, or at least being able to adapt and stay focused while you move. Again, man plans, God laughs, math reveals, because math or the numbers or the numeral is the even playing field between quote unquote God and man. Let me say that again. The study of these divination systems are the even playing field between you and the universe. That's the even playing field. That's why you can study cardology and study cosmophysics or astrology or any of the, I have the dictionary of divination, and I can't find that dictionary. I wonder where I put that. It gives you all of the stuff. I can't find it. It's in one of my archives. But once you understand the even playing ground, then you can, like Bruce Lee said, expect the unexpected. You can learn to expect the unexpected. Thank you, Anaket. Thank you from Canada. She hit me up on WhatsApp. Yeah, the mic did get messed up. Thank you very much, Segment. Fire Goddess. What's up, girl? How you doing? Born May the 2nd. Big up to her son. Big up to her son all the time. And so this is the learning moment. This is the teaching moment. I want each one of us to take the time out and study and go back into time. If you could go back 10 years, if you could go back 20 years, if you go back to a certain watching parents and family and all that, when they did any planning and all of a sudden the plan went crazy. You know, rain came down, snow happened, somebody died in the family. Let me tell you, back in Canada, I was living in and out of Montreal at that time, Montreal, Canada. Big up to all my Montreal and Toronto family out there. I was living in Canada, and we went for a wedding. Show you how man planned, God laughs. Math reveals. We went for a wedding for one of my cousins. Big up to her. She's still alive, and she's not even married to that guy anymore, which is interesting because everybody was always against that marriage, and it turned out to be what it was. But she might be watching this. Sorry, sis. We went to a wedding, big plan. Man plans. We plan. Man and woman plan, because man is mind in the ancient systems of the Kabbalion. Man is mind. So in our mind, this plan was going to go strong and go where it was supposed to go. God laughs. How God laughs? Her mother passed on. Condolences to my aunt Hortense, which is my mother's sister. Her mother passes on right in the midst of the planning, right before the day before the wedding. Show you how man planned, God laughs and takes. But the day in that cycle, that year, her mother was going through a health cycle. And unbeknownst to us, because she's born, and she had it was a vessel that I believe burst at that time because it was dealing with the heart. She's born, and my aunt is born on the 19th. And the 1 and the 9 equals 10, which is a 1. And 1 rules circulation and heart. The 1 rules circulation and heart. That's why it's incumbent upon us to understand the math of these numbers and know what possible ailments can be attracted. And right before my cousin's wedding night, my aunt passes on. And we still went with the wedding, but it was a sad moment. But maybe it was also a revealing moment to my cousin, because Remember, they really didn't want her to marry this dude. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people get married in the name of quote unquote love, as I was hearing in the background when I came back to Canada. So it is so important because things like numerology or astrology has a predictive science attached to it because of the pattern, cycles, and sequences that they study and research. We have to pay close attention to how things move, not just with the individual, but also universal, also dealing with countries, because these mathematics work for the countries. Remember, America has worked with astrologers just like Hitler has worked with astrologers. We keep on forgetting that these guys work with astrologers. J.P. Morgan worked with astrologers. Rich people work with, and billionaires work with astrologers. Millionaires work with astrologers to become a billionaire. So once you understand that we can plan all we want, and if your plan goes left or right, God will laugh at your plan. And the God I'm talking about is you within yourself, understanding who you are within yourself. That's why it's important to learn to be adaptable and versatile. And although when it comes to loss of family and all that, it can be very sensitive because you grew up with that family, you love that family. And when that happens, that can be a little thrown off. However, the math itself is so precise in its guiding that I implore everyone to study it for themselves. And I'm not going to make this too long. And I'm not one of those people that want to go so deep and all that kind of stuff because it's not necessary. Because right now, if you have a child in front of this camera, they can range from between, let's see, someone that a child that you know that might be brilliant, and they might be 7 years of age right now, and they understand what I'm saying. They understand what I'm saying. Ask your child, what did King Simon just say? And how important it is to pay attention to the mathematics of you, of people around you. On my IG, I posted something like this. Let me show y'all what I posted on my IG. Where is it at? There it is. About mathematics. Okay, let's go there. Boom. I'm gonna share screen real quick. I want to show you what I posted about the Nation of Islam mathematics and how important it is that even the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the 5% understood this. Boom. After learning, and it says in the Supreme Wisdom, and I have the Supreme Wisdom, I have all the, a lot of the Supreme from the 5%, and I have the Supreme Wisdom from the Nation of Islam. It says, after learning mathematics, which is Islam, and Islam is mathematic, it stands true. You can always prove it at no limit of time. Then you must learn to use it and secure some benefits while you are living. That is luxury, money, good homes, friendship in all walks of life. That is one of the teachings from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, passed to him by Master Fard Muhammad. Man plan, God laugh, math reveals. Now, if people misuse their mathematics, which could be your birthday and your name, and remember, it says mathematics is Islam. Islam is a way of life. So any way of life, whether you call yourself a Christian or a Hebrew or an agnostic or whatever, mathematics is connected to it in its own form. But you can always prove it, no limit of time, in any language all over the world. These mathematics. So if we use it in its appropriate manner, like it says in the lessons, they must learn to use it. There's a learning in there. You still must learn to use it and secure some benefits while you are living. That is luxury, money, good homes, friendship in all walks of life. It didn't say friendship in just the black forms of life, all walks of life. It said all walks of life. Indian, Jew, European, whatever, white, black, whatever. Once you understand the mathematics and people know that you're using mathematics as far as a productive mechanism in your life, then that's when the math reveals who you are. And it helps you to understand when things go wrong, like Les Brown says, don't go with them. And I tell this to friends of mine all the time. When things go wrong, don't go with them. I've lost when these couple of weeks from a month, I've lost 3 people. And when those things went wrong because there was people that was significant in my life, I didn't go with them. Yeah, I shedded a tear and all that, but I knew I had to keep on working. I had to keep on moving. I had to keep on keeping on, like Kabahaya would say. Keep on keeping on, because it ain't over until we win. And big up to 19 Keys in his book. I just finished reading this book, and I was reading day by day. He said something in the back of the book that was very, very profound about afterlife is the future. He said, afterlife is the future. He said, this is what happens after death. We're still alive. We're still having conversation, solving problems and building. We're still creating technology. Life continues to flow after you are gone, but we subset it on the individual archetype in importance to say that life no longer continues to exist because I'm gone. It is a selfish question. We're thinking about our own experience and not thinking about the organism of experiences. Life continues to flow through. It's just that your body is gone. That's the only difference. And that's in my brother's book. I got 19 Keys book, solution-based mind. It says paradigm keys, solution-based mind reprogramming, volume 1. Go get the book by 19 Keys. Very good book. Very easy read. It's not that thick a book. It's very thin. Very good book. Because we always talk about the life after death, and I don't doubt it that there's a life after death, because all the energy in our body goes somewhere. But in the living, that's why it's important for us to set up trust. If you have children, you want to set up a will to pass things on, so things don't get disseminated and mixed up and fixed up to amongst the government and all that. You want to make sure that whatever you say in your will is clear, and you've given it to whoever you got to give. I don't care if it's just books. Like, I'm giving all my books to my children, and I told them don't sell it. And if they can't keep it, if they can't create a library or a collection library where all the family, generation to generation, a King Simon library, a King Simon collective library, then give it to a Black institution, a melanated institution that can use it for the future. And somebody just talked about somebody, yeah. And when people come to me and say they lost somebody, I can tell just by your name and just by your initials, the E and the H. The E and the H in numerology in the Chaldean system is the 5-5. 5-5, E and H. So understand 5 in the numerology is the number, again, like I said, of adaptability and versatility, but also being fearless. Living your adventure, pioneering. So maybe you're supposed to pioneer something in your son's name, beautiful. If that's a sister, maybe you're supposed to pioneer something in your son's name to take that energy. Because remember, when we say and continue to say their name over and over, that means they live. Just like we have dead presidents in our pockets, the George Washington, the Benjamin Franklins, the Jacksons, they living on through the money. So because these people understand, I'm learning from us to acknowledge our ancestors. We got to acknowledge our ancestors. And if your son transition, then you need to use that energy, because it is an energy that left the body, and take that energy and move and go according to his birthday. Because, if you do, I have many clients that have called me and speak their name, Cheryl, speak their name, and they live. And that's what I like about Islamic funerals. Islamic funerals, by the time you get towards the Islamic janazah or funeral, they give you a mint. And they give you a mint as a symbolism of remembering the sweet stuff about the person, not the bad stuff, because not everybody is born bad and negative. A child is born without the crazy flaws of craziness until they're introduced to it. So in Islamic janazah, they give you a mint towards the end so you can remember the sweetness of that person, the sweet energy of that person, and to understand why you need to acknowledge the sweetness of that person and help that person to live on. And every time you think of that person, every time you take a mint, that's why you should have a bowl of mint, whether it's organic or whatever. Have a bowl of mint, especially after people have transitioned, and you remember that goodness of that person. I remember my grandmother and my grandfather all the time. They come to me in my dreams, and they've been transitioned for over 10 years now. Remember them all the time. And my grandmother come to me sometimes, and she lay my head down on her lap like she used to do, and she said, "You're gonna be all right." She always. And when I go to certain readers or certain people that are mediums, like I was talking to Aisha Sims. I've had her on my show before. She's very good now. Aisha Sims is on fleek with that stuff. She said 3 people are walking around me. That's the one she's noticed. The predominant 3, 2 women and 1 man is walking. And I'm figuring that that's one man. That 1 man is my grandfather, and the 2 women is either my grandmother and my other grandmother, because all of them have transitioned. So that's what I'm feeling, because I know they were so. But that's not the first time I heard that. I heard that with Dr. Africa's wife, Melanie, who's very intuitive also. Very intuitive. And she said the same thing. Now, these 2 people don't know each other, never met each other. Dr. Melanie Stevens at their house in Ohio, Akron, Ohio, said the same thing. Her and I was up till like 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I asked her to do me a quick consultation, and she started channeling, because she's been able to channel since she was a child. She's born on January the 16th, which 16 at 7 is always about that channeling, that intuition. And she said the same thing. She's seen 2 women and a man around me. And then just last month, or early this month, last month, I was with a sister at the New Black Wall Street place in Stonecrest. And sure enough, she said the same thing. They don't know each other, but both of them channeled the same thing around me. So, Elishan, Miss Harrell, again, just by your initials, it's telling me you need to pioneer something in the name of your son. Just your initials are telling me that. And then in numerology, the E and the H I don't want to do a full breakdown of your name, but the initials are very important. The E and the H in Pythagorean system adds up to a number 5 and an 8. And 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 is a number that says sometimes you're overthinking. But if it's good for you and your family and your well-being, because 13 is a power number, power and dominance, in order for you to show forth your power, you need to stop overthinking. Stop overthinking. And I'm just, like I said, I'm just dealing with the initials, because numerology can bring out the initials. You can do the initials in your name. You can do all the different letters. Each letter represents a certain amount of years, depending on how you do it. Very, very powerful. Numbers, the study of numeral is very powerful, very empowering. And you should write. You should journal. You have a lot of journal energy around you. You have a lot of 5 energy around you. So you should journal. I'm talking about the person that said they lost their son. She said, "Yes, I'm a melanated woman." Yes, I'm glad you are, darling. I'm glad you are. But whether you're melanated or not, I'm just saying what the numbers say. Math reveal. Man plans, God laughs, man reveals. That is the topic. And I'm talking about the God within you need to learn to laugh at some of your failures and take those failures as lessons and flip them into blessings. That's why I don't call nothing a curse. I don't call nothing a curse. Yes, I was supposed to start at 11:11, but I decided to come on early. Only because I knew everybody else was going to do 11:11. Sometimes you got to just take a step. You got to think out. Outthink. What they call. Remember what is it? Earl Nightingale? No, it's Napoleon Hill that did outwitting the devil. So everybody's gonna do 11:11. I say, you know what? Let me do 10:10 instead, since that's my number. Let me stay on my 10:10. So yeah, don't worry about that. But again, if you didn't get to watch the whole thing, just rewind it and come again, because I'm not gonna be up here long. I gotta go. More than likely, I want to go visit my grandchildren. No, I was with them last week, thinking about it's kind of overcast out here in Stone Mountain in Georgia. So I might go down to the new Black Wall Street and go hang out with some of the vendors and see what's up with them. I might go down there. All right. Yeah. So it's important that you take a time. And if you do want to book a session with me, and I hope y'all rewind this and listen to what I'm saying, and listen to it from an open mind. And if you're a religious mind, whatever you're going through, listen to what I'm saying from an open mind. Love yourself. That's one of the big things I do stress to people. And Google up the various cycles, the sun cycles, the moon cycles, and how to work with them in astrology and all that. And in numerology, when you do a session with me or you do a session with Lloyd Strayhorn, you got to remember that we also give you your cycles for the next year. We can go all the way for the next 5 to 10 years, because each year connected to your birthday is reflective of a cycle that you're going through, not to be caught up in. And I want to say something real quick, because I've been downloading a lot of different things. Been downloading a lot because I'm preparing for another book and a few other things that's going to come out. A few more books. I got to write my 6th book. But I want you to look at this word that I'm going to put up. And I know NUM, boom, and all right, that word that we call this. And I want y'all to know that that was not the word number. Number. The root word of number is num. And if you Google up the word num and you're going to get 2 different meanings. That because words are spelling, we need to pay a close attention to the spelling. And in numerology, the word number adds up to the number 24 in the Chaldean system, which is a 6. In the Pythagorean system, it adds up to a number 28, which equals a 10, which is a 1. But 24 and 6, 28 and 10 means something when you deal with the word number. Not numbers, number. I'm doing this for a reason. Number in the Pythagorean system adds up to a 28, and 28 is known as the divorce number, according to certain systems of numerology. What is the word number divorcing you from? The word number, that's a question. I just threw that out there. Boom. Word number in the older system of numerology adds up to the number 24, which is a 6. Now, all these numbers, 2 and 8, 2, 8, 2, 4, 6, all are healing numbers. But also, they're dualities to the other side of the number. The meaning of the word numb means deprive of the power of sensation. The meaning of the word numb means deprive of the power of sensation. The meaning of the word in number means expressing hesitation. Because think about it now, We using the word number, shouting out number. It's just like saying morning. Now you have morning where people like to say good morning, but when you add the U to that morning, it becomes death. You see what I'm saying? But when you look at the root of the word and deal with the connotative and the denotative meaning of the word numbers can be something that deprive you of power, of sensation, and accomplishing certain things if you don't learn to use it in its proper perspective. That's why I don't like to tell people that, oh, you're a number 1 or you're a number 31, which equals a 4, and you're a number. No, you're connected to that energy. Instead of being numbed and deprived of the power of it, use the numeral, because the numeral adds up to a master number 11 in the Pythagorean system, which is the spiritual aspect of rising to a higher masterful level, the word numeral. Oh, let me put that up there too, my friend. Let me put that up there too. The word numeral, which is an old Latin word, not just from Spain, but from the Moorish paradigm. That old Latin. Hold on, let me write that word. Numeral. Powerful stuff. So there's a difference between number and numeral. Numeral, as said, although you got numero. Numero. It's numero. But the meaning of it goes back to the numerical and all that kind of stuff before they changed it to the word numbers under the European paradigm. So if the word number means deprive of the power of sensation and expression hesitation, what are you limiting yourself to? What are you numbing yourself to? What are you hesitant with? Because when we do the interpretations of these numbers for you and these numerals for you in a session, we give you the high and the low. And the higher interpretation is to help you spiral up to be your highest and wisest self by unpacking each of the meanings. Because in actuality, none of us, before we came through the mother and father on this realm, none of us was an astrology sign. None of us was a numbers. None of us was a number. But it had to come through us to help us get back to who we are. Because we ain't discover numbers. We didn't invent numbers. Numbers already existed. Patterns, cycles, all that before man existed was already happening already. Recognizing patterns and all that stuff was already existing. It may have been another form, another look. It's just that man needed to communicate and understand these patterns, cycles, and sequences, whether it's with man or woman, the cycles of man and woman, all that kind of stuff. You had to recognize those things and had to create a counting system and all that kind of stuff. So again, like Akaba Hiawatha would say, just because you come into a dark house don't mean that the furniture wasn't already there. Doesn't mean that the lights, the chandelier wasn't already there. If you go into a thoroughly dark house and you can't see nothing, don't mean that everything wasn't there. The floors was there, the wall was there. So you got to understand that these esoteric numbers or esoteric numerals are actually a spiritual guide because it adds up to the master number 11. But on the other side of it, it can be very deceiving if you don't realize or if you don't recognize how to use these numbers for your higher and wisest benefit. So it's important. That's why I wrote Numerovation. You notice my first books on numbers are simple, but I'm changing the language to numeral because now I'm recognizing the higher frequency of the numeral. And if I continue to look back and keep on looking back like the Sankofa bird, then I'm going to find something else because we got so much history that goes back further than even that word numeral. So I'm still looking. And I'm not afraid to talk about it if I see something new about these words and these numbers and these frequencies, these energies, because every numeral, or what we call numbers, has a frequency, and we got to learn to use the frequency. And it's not that you can't use the number for a positive, because everything has duality. But because I seen 28 and I seen 24, which equals a 6, 28 still equals to 10, which deals with the wheel of fortune on how to use this number. So I want people to understand that your brother's here and we constantly study. You know what I'm saying? Numbers are here. We constantly study. At Eros, that's right. Eros mean love. Exactly. Very good. Very good. That's good. That's right. Eros do mean love. You know what I'm saying? And that is what numerals is powerful to use. It's powerful to use. Like, thank you for letting me know that. If you and we could Google that up right now. Let's close out that let me close out. I like that word, eros. Eros. Let's look. I think that let's look that up right now. Meaning. Yes, love and desire from the Greek word, sexual love and desire. Interesting. Wow. And we know that sexual energy is the most powerful energy in the universe. The universe is constantly having sex. The yin and the yang is constantly creating. The yin and yang is constantly expansion. They say the universe is expanding. So it's constantly creating. When man and woman comes together, they expand. When they have a child, they expand their existence. So that's good. Thank you very much for that reminder, my dear. Miss Harrell. Very good. Thank you. See, it gives me more to study. I like that. See, that's why I don't call myself any master anything. One sister said to me, "Oh, you're going against the ancestor when you don't call yourself a master." No, I'm not. I call myself a student in the work, student master, because I'm a student. I'm always leaving my glass half full so I can learn. I'm not that ignorant to think I know it all. I don't know all the pores on my body. How the heck I'm going to think I know it all? And if anybody say they know it all, something wrong with their ass. They bugging. That's why I didn't. Anytime person think they could answer every question in existence, and there's certain leaders that tried that back in the day. No, you answer what the audience comes, because the audience has come to answer questions about Jesus or Muhammad and all that kind of. I didn't get caught up in too much of that for too long. Although I respect the science of one of my teachers in history from back in the 80s. But to think you could answer all questions, let's stop playing games. Even in the Holy Quran, and I got the tablets, I got the Quran, I got all of that up here. Got all of that. I've been found I have all of that. I have all of it up there. It says in the Holy Quran, if all of the lakes and rivers and the oceans were were ink, and all of the trees on earth were ink, you would still not be able to exhaust the words of the creative force. You'll still not be able to write it all down. You still will not know everything. You know what I'm saying? Deep. That's a Quranic quote. That's in the Quran. I may have paraphrased it or not. I know I wrote it in my book. I know it's a quote in my book, Numerology for Mental Stability. I know I got it. I know I did quote it in my book. Did it go straight? I know I quoted it in my book, and I got the surah and everything. But we got to be very mindful of people that say they know it all. I'll be very mindful of that. Shoot. Gotta be very mindful of that. All right, on that note, family, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming on. And again, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can scan this QR code right here. Follow me on Instagram. If you want to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me on TikTok. I definitely need to build up my followers on TikTok so I can go live on TikTok. I would love to do that. Please like, subscribe and share if you enjoyed what we shared today from my perspective, because I'm not going to say it's the absolute fact. It's a facet. It's a perspective. Perspective. Don't get angry with me because of a perspective. It's a perspective. That's all it is. Do remember, if you do want to book a session with me, you can text me your full name and date of birth. If you live outside of the United States of America, use WhatsApp. Let me say that again. If you live outside of the United States of America, that means, i.e., Canada, China, France, Africa, the Caribbean, use WhatsApp. It's a free app according to what they say, 347-496-1022. That is my number on WhatsApp if you live outside of the United States of America. Also, if you want to get any of my books, go through my Linktree. That's King Simon Presents. That's Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. All 4 of my books are available. All 4 of my books are good. They're different levels of and different perspective of what I've learned, what I've downloaded, what I wanted to share with the people. And I got 6 more books and cards, guidance cards about to come out and all that kind of stuff. Even holistic products, we're working on that too. Connecting to numbers and how they work. 1 is for circulation, 2 is for stomach, 3 is for nerves, 4 is for, I'm going down that road. From my own perspective, I don't care if anybody else create theirs, but I know how to do it. I know what I need to make for my own perspective, from my perspective. Everybody to me is right. Everybody from their perspective is right because that's how they see it. But again, remember, yesterday's numerology is today. Yesterday's numerology is not today's numerovation as we continue into the future. Don't forget, if you want to take any of my courses, here's my 8-hour raw uncut course. Limited rate is $333 on my birthday on February 1st. It's going up to $444, and that's it. I will not push it up anymore. That's where it's going to stay, right there on that foundational number, that 444. And then it's 8 hours though, raw uncut. Text the word course to 347-496-1022, and I'll hook you up and show you how to get it. But if you want the introductory course, which is only 2 hours, boom, holistic numerovation on udemy.com. That's udemy.com. And if you want to write your book, a lot of you have authorship in you and you need a second eye. Editing services for authors, journalists, bloggers, contact this beautiful sister, Susie. I've known her since 1980s. Very good person in the educational system. Hit her up at 914-361-9467. Bring your writing dreams to life and let her hook you up. Want to remind everybody that Sunday, December the 18th, we have the aromatherapist coming in. Different scents, smells, and aromas can raise or lower your vibration. Denise Renee Muhammad will be in the building. Sister Denise Renee Muhammad will be here. So make sure you subscribe to the channel to be notified. Big up to Joshua Selden, wrote this book called I Am. His website is iampublishing.com. His IG is younggod_235, and his TikTok is I Am Publishing. His slogan and his word says, supercharge your imagination with affirmations that will open the mind, or open the eye in your mind to infinite possibilities. Lloyd Strayhorn, make sure you support my brother Lloyd. I love him dearly. I love what he's been doing. I've learned from him so much. And as he used to say, we're supposed to take what we've learned and create something different, because that's what he is, the astro numerologist. I am the numerovator. Using same principles, but getting different results in a certain way that also leads people to become better. So big up to Lloyd Strayhorn. You could also call him at 800-518-4401. And I can't wait to see this on HBO Max. I am such an admirer of her. Such an admirer of her. And I knew she was deceived or destroyed because of jealousy, just by looking at her numbers, and her life path is a number 11. So definitely, she was definitely intuitive. She was definitely good at what she did. Miss Cleo, the late, great Miss Cleo, born August the 12th, 1962. They're doing a biopic of her. Call me now. Miss Cleo, big up to her all the time in the spiritual realm. You served your purpose, my dear sister. You served your purpose. Respect to you. Also, big up to Mystic Ivy. Book a session with her today. One of another advertiser. Go to DM her by Mystic Ivy _333. And there are many ways to your best self. Remember that. And please support this beautiful sister, Kesia L. Jones. Her new book is called Go Be God. Her birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday to her. Today's birthday is my brother Shabazz, who used to do all the lectures at LIU. On the 9th was the one, the only Monique Nicholas. But yesterday was this beautiful sister's birthday. Unlocking the Doors to Your Divinity by Kesia L. Jones. Go Be God. Go get it. Go pre-order it right now. Pre-ordered mine last night. KesiaLJones.com. KesiaLJones.com. Big up to this doctor, Dr. Khair Ill. Ladies meditation and men meditation. Join the meditation for free, family. All you have to do is text 518-768-7669 for the women. And for the men, you could text 770-861-9901. Even if you don't know how to meditate, this sister and her team can show you how to meditate. So make sure you text those two numbers. The first one is for the women on the bottom, and the second one is for the men. All right? Please support and get your deeper healing meditation on. If you want to support Baba Ashra Kwesi, please go to his, call him at 214-371-0206. That's 214-371-0206. It's a 15-day trip. So book your 15-day trip with the Kwesi family and tell them, please tell them, King Simon sent you. And he's going to show you love once you tell him that. And also, don't forget, this workshop is happening. I'll remind us, this workshop is happening February the 11th. That's Saturday, February 11th, with Dr. Shakira Moore and your brothers, yours sincerely, King Simon. Inner alignment through your eyes and your numeral. The tickets are on sale now. The early bird tickets are $44. The next set of tickets is $66, and the last set of tickets is $99. So the early bird tickets are only until December the 22nd. Early bird tickets, $44. Go get your early bird tickets right now. You will learn, and you will be able to apply what we teach. That's right. You're going to be able to learn to apply what we teach. And don't forget, this course is going to be recorded in 2023. The many moods of numerovation and numerologics. We're going to deal with sadness, depression, all of that in this course, and happiness, all of it. We're going to deal with all of the different known moods in the human history. Excuse me. Professor James Smalls coming to Stone Mountain, Georgia. That's right, Stone Mountain Village, to be exact. The early bird tickets will go for sale around January 1st. We'll go for sale for January 1st, early bird tickets, but he'll be coming in towards the end of February. And that is it, family. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming on. We're going to close out with Delbert Blair's prayer. If you don't mind, if you're going to stick with us, we're going to close out with Dr. Delbert Blair's prayer. And if you want to support Delbert Blair's Legacy Shop, please, please, please go to this website, themetacenter2.com. That's themetacenter2.com. Dr. Delbert Blair. Make sure you show him some love. Show his legacy some love. Big up. This hat was by 19 Keys. I just showed you his book. I have his book and everything. Big up to 19 Keys all the time. I'm expected to go on his show. He did ask me after that event that he did with Billy Carson. So I'm glad he put Lloyd Strayhorn on, but as him and I come on, that's gonna be fire, because I know my teachers with the lessons of the Nation of Islam, and we can get it in and have some fun. I'll even bring the lessons with me to show him how the mathematics work in those lessons from a numerical perspective. You know what I'm saying? But again, support Dr. Delbert Blair's website, the metaphysics, the metacenter2.com. And let's close out with the prayer. Here we go. Prayer time, family. Prayer time. Here we go. Want everybody to take a deep breath. Visualize your healing for yourself, your healing for your family, your healing of the world. because the world is an entity. And this particular prayer was shared to us by Dr. Delbert Blair over 20 years ago. We really love and miss our brother. Here we go. Please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. Let me say it for the people in the back. Please, universal creator, know in our hearts that we love you. Please protect us and this planet on which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our souls to receive only truth in your love now. Dr. Delbert Blair gave us this prayer. The late, great Dr. Delbert Blair. Love him. I miss him. I miss his energy. But I know in the energetic realm, he's still teaching, because every time I dream about Dr. Blair, I'm always in a classroom. Always in a classroom with Dr. Blair. Always in a classroom with Dr. Blair. And believe me, Dr. Blair is in a class by himself. Believe me, and he is risen. So enough respect to him. Enough respect to you. In the immortal words of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, one love, one aim, one destiny. Up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. And in the words of Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad, regardless of land, label, or language, there's but one all within all, which he called Allah from his perspective. But Allah doesn't mean God. Allah means the all within all. And in the immortal words of Maya Angelou, and still we rise. Peace and love, family. Take care. Love you. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
So remember, our job as studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerovator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, and motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be their very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. We must remember that. Some people think that this esoteric knowledge is for the rich and powerful, when in actuality, the so-called 85% has a spark in them that if it is sparked through numerology, astrology, motivation, whatever, it will raise them up from an 85%, maybe to a 10%, and eventually they become the 5%, the poor or prosperous righteous teachers. You gotta understand that this knowledge is not just for one class of people. We gotta get out of the class.
Inner Alignment Workshop Through Your Eyes and Your Numero with Dr. Shakira Moore and King Simon on February 11, 2023. Dr. Shakira and King Simon. Get your tickets now at Linktr.ee/King Simon the Numerovator. Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com, or Linktr.ee at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerology for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now.
There is a beauty that comes that only comes when you know exactly who you are. You're glorious. When you know the power of your own divinity. I am. To be fully human and fully divine. I am divine. Every single thing about you is beautiful. Every single thing about you is beautiful. I am divine. Your righteous alignment, every single technician, every single